The smart way now, right, is to just have a house in Singapore, rent out, and move to Malaysia.
In Singapore, $2,000, you can only get a master bedroom in freaking town. JB, you can have a whole condo to yourself. I really worry for our younger generation. They don't believe in salary earning anymore. They want to be their own content creator. They want to be their own YouTube star.
They cannot afford to buy a house later.
Right!
With the rising cost of housing prices in Singapore, right, do you foresee a day where Singaporeans will be forced out of their home country, with rich expats becoming the new breed of Singapore citizen? Why I say this is because this is actually my third studio. As I'm moving different studio, right, there's this mover, this guy, this Malay uncle. And then he was telling me, hey, the smart way now, right, is to just have a house in Singapore, rent out, and move to Malaysia.
That's actually what a lot of our young people are doing. But they don't buy a house here. They just move to Malaysia, like just across, and they just rent out there. I mean, you can get, in Singapore, $2,000, you can only get a room, like a master bedroom in freaking town. But then, JB, you can have a whole condo to yourself, you know.
Yeah.
I would foresee that whatever it is, the government will still protect the Singaporeans. Yeah, no, for real.
But in what way? Like actionable steps, like what?
Just last year, they introduced the ABSD, Additional Buyer Stamp Duty. Okay?
What's that?
That is actually a cooling, I would say
Price cooling.
Yeah, a price cooling to make sure that foreigners don't overbuy, especially private properties in Singapore and stuff, you know. So it was actually it was like 25% or 20%, but now it's 60%, bro.
That means you must pay 60% extra.
On top of the price point. So for example, if you want to buy a $2 million condo, bro, it's 1.2 million on top of that 2 million.
Also, this is how they protect Singaporeans. If you're not Singaporean, you must pay 60% more.
Because during COVID, there's a lot of influx of foreigners buying.
Investment in Singapore.
Invest, yeah. Which is a good thing. They know that Singapore is a known household for assets. You know? It's a growing portfolio for yourself, especially as a overseas investor. But yeah, that's when the government push out this extra step to make sure that it's affordable for local people like us, actually. Yeah, especially freelancers like us, man.
So the additional stamp duty is to like, is it the first property that an expat buy will be 60% more?
Yeah, bro. It's the first property. Like whatever property they buy.
And they cannot get HDB loans, right?
No, they can't. They can't buy HDB even.
They must get bank loan. That's the only thing. Which is like high interest.
Yeah. Back during COVID, there was, I think the highest I saw was like 4 point something already. There was
4 point something?
4.5% for the interest itself.
Oh shit!
I was like, yo, do you know you're actually paying 4 point? Oh, I don't know, but
too much money already, bro.
Like, oh, okay.
That's a good problem, bro. That's a good problem, man. I want to be in your price bracket.
Yeah,
it's crazy, bro. Back to this one, right? Because I really want to know. So how buyer stamp duty help Singaporean, right, is that they charge expat more so that
additional
so HDB don't need to be so expensive.
Yeah. So like in a sense, not HDB, because private and HDB is a whole
different
quantum and everything. Firstly, foreigners can't buy
HDBs.
Okay, that's one thing that the local government is already supporting. I mean, protecting the locals really lah. But because of, it's a quantum war now lah. Because everyone is paying
Quantum war.
So, for example, people are willing to pay 100,000 in COV, which is cash over valuation.
What does that mean?
Cash, oh shit. So sorry, man. Like I'm like terminology. Okay, cash over valuation. Yeah, I know. Yeah, cash over valuation meaning, right? For example, if a 3-room flat, okay.
Yes.
The valuation is at 450,000. Okay.
Okay.
That means
it's so expensive now. Fuck.
Bro.
Fuck.
Bro, I just sold a house. Okay lah. A 3-room close to 600 already, bro.
Wait, brand new? Resale?
No, resale.
What? Left how many years?
It's 2014, so 10 years. Yeah.
Only 10 years.
10 years. Yeah.
Freak, dude.
Bro, 4-room going up to 800 already, bro.
What the hell? What kind of location is that? Like super prime
Bro, the 600 is so-called close to, where is that? Sengkang, is it? Yeah, Sengkang. Yeah, Sengkang area.
Near MRT.
No, bro, Sengkang is LRT only, bro.
Holy crap.
But then even 4 rooms at Ulu places like Tampines North, like that. Bro, it's going up to 740.
Yeah, then Woodlands also not very, quite Ulu, right?
That's what a lot of people say.
Yeah.
But the past 2 years, Woodlands has been a hot place really because firstly, I think it's because of the RTS. Also, the RTS, the Malaysia,
that rail.
Malaysia bridge, Malaysia rail thingy. So it's like,
Finally built already.
yeah, at last, bro. It's like it's building,
Yeah.
So everyone's flocking back there.
Okay.
I think why the sudden surge of supply also, right, is because from my general view lah, is because kids who bought BTO already,
Yeah.
right? They
Yeah.
passed their MOP, which is their minimum occupation period, of 5 years, are going back to their childhood place near their parents and stuff. And also people, it's easy. Why? Because we can go to JB, you can go KL anytime,
And then the new MRT lines connecting.
Yes, everything's all there already. So it's a matured area already, but then it's a building up. It's a place to be now,
Like
in
the
a
new
sense.
town.
Yeah, a new, it's gonna be a old new town.
Yeah.
So for example, the price of the house is 450. The valuation of the house 450, right?
Yeah.
But then I managed to sell it at 550.
Yeah.
So the difference of 100,000, right? The buyer need to pay in cash, bro. That cash. So it's like, who the hell has $100,000 as a single owner, But there are people who's paying full cash from downgrading lah. We call it right sizing lah, So that's why the price of HDB increased because of how the valuation works, right? Yeah. So the average price of the transacted price. So if one unit increase and then the other unit increase, so overall the average from here goes to here. So that's why the prices are piling up, because people are paying all this.
Will it eventually reach like New York City status where there's a bunch of empty buildings and nobody's staying inside there?
Or you mean Hong Kong also?
Hong Kong also,
Hong Kong also, bro. But I foresee they will do something. They will always put all these cooling measures. They will always impose this to slow down the market, which will turn from a seller's market to a buyer's market. So that's when all the property prices will cool down. You won't lose value, but it will cool down.
Won't increase lah.
Won't increase or won't decrease that much also. But Singapore prices has always been the uptrend lah, in a sense.
For those like flipping houses, which is the typical Singaporean way of earning money.
You must see the new BTO Bayshore. It's not in town area, so it's not do you know about the, since you're 35, bro, do you know what the prime, the plus, and the standard BTOs or not?
I'm just literally getting into this world like recently only. I'm like, fucking, I didn't really care about that,
But if you want to buy a BTO, right, don't buy it single lah. Buy it, when you're married. Because you will reap from the first time buyers grant, and also I'm like supporting all this CPF. Okay, yes.
I mean, that's what CPF is for, right?
And also you can buy a bigger house lah, like you can buy 4 room or 5 room even. Because if you buy single, you can only buy 2 room flexi. About this prime plus and standard BTOs, right, is 5 years MOP. So after 5 years you can sell. But this in between is plus, right? So prime is like those BTOs in town area, Bugis and stuff. So that one, after 10 years, then you can sell, bro.
Whoa!
After 10 years,
it's a trap, bro.
And that one already, like 5 room, they're selling at 600 plus already. Back then,
Oh.
Yeah, all the higher floors lah. Cause like Bugis one, my friend just bought 41 story, bro. Bugis, just beside Bugis Patch area.
Yeah.
The one building up, the one always cause jam. That's the BTO lah. So it's literally walking area. Plus is actually the same thing as prime, but it's not in the town area. Then they will put it as plus.
Oh.
So like the Bayshore one lah. The Bayshore, the one at East Coast, near East Coast, is 10 years later then you can sell. But the prices there are crazy already lah. I really worry for our younger generation.
Yeah.
Especially like nowadays, younger generation, they don't believe in salary earning anymore.
Then what they believe in?
From what I see, because content creation is so easy, they get easily influenced and shit.
Right.
So, I see a dying trade in salary earning, but that's a good thing, they are creative. They are more creative, but I don't know whether their discipline can hold up to that.
But what do you mean by salary earning? Like
salary earning
they work for people.
Yeah, exactly. Like they don't believe in like being a doctor.
They want to be their own.
They want to be their own like content creator. They want to be their own YouTube star. They want to be their own,
They cannot afford to buy a house later.
Exactly.
Oh shit!
Right. So I mean, I'm not. generalizing them, but this is from what I see lah. You know, it's a, I mean,
Is CPF already contributing to like your ability to buying house like greatly?
I've been a freelancer since you know me. You know
Yeah.
me, bro. Like prior to me being a housing agent, I've been in the media line for 18 years.
Yeah.
And like we are freelancers, you know, like you have been behind the decks for what, at least 15?
Yeah.
15 years, right? Yeah. Since then, bro. Wait, do you have a full-time job?
Yeah, Zouk Singapore was full time, right? I was resident DJ, then contribute CPF.
Oh, is it?
That's a full-time job, bro.
Shit.
And then now I also got full-time job. Yeah, which I shall not say.
Yeah.
But I got full-time job, and then I also DJ at the side, you know. So my parents are a huge advocate of CPF, you know. The contribute is better, but I feel like CPF is ready for people back then. You know, you're a salaried worker, but freelancer, and then now creator, right? It's a completely different kind of ball game.
Yeah, it is true.
And then I think if you know how to have the discipline to manage your own money, right, you can actually potentially reap more and not be locked in, you know. Yeah.
That is
Because I think CPF is ready for nation building, to be honest. Yeah. So
I'm not saying anything, but
yeah, but you need to know this. Most people need to understand this fact,
if you think that you have no discipline on saving your own,
which is majority of
liquidate.
people, to be honest. Yeah,
yeah,
which is why it's smart. KY came out with this, you know. That's why you have a stable country, right?
Yeah, it is
Carry from
true.
third world to first world in one generation.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
But we're still not considered first world, right? In a sense.
Hey, we are actually.
We are, man.
You know why?
because,
Because our country has the highest GDP in the world, if you think about it.
Yeah, but from what I read, to be a first world country, you need to accept refugees also, no?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
If I'm
really?
not wrong.
Then what,
Like,
we are what? 1.5 world.
No, I think we're still second world.
Got second world. What the fuck? I think our arts is third world. We still listening to fucking Despacito. Hey, DJ can play Titanium. Bloody hell, what year is it already? Third world citizens. Back to this, right? So I think generally property agent takes commission of 1 to 2%.
I mean,
right?
market rate. Yeah, market rate.
My cousin, a family of property agent, bro.
Is
Yeah,
it?
yeah, all property agent. Apparently, it can make good money. That's why everybody is in this.
You gotta hunt for your own.
Like what they say,
Wealth,
right? You eat what you kill, bro. Bloody hell. Yeah, but then there's this new platform, right? That is offering like flat fee property agent. 199, 499, 9999, you know. So what do you think of this? I don't know, like from a not so informed perspective, it feels like the service is a bit dubious because of the very out of the norm. What people say, like offering like $1 haircut.
How would you compare?
I don't know, like
How
right
would you
now.
compare? Okay. If you buy a sofa from
About, yeah.
and then you compare a sofa from a nice, proper Italian sofa, what do you think that you get out of both?
Actually, when I buy, I would think about, okay, like maybe this thing costs 1,000, this one costs 100, right? But if this thing lasts 10 years, the 100 one lasts 1 year, right? Then, okay, same value. If you divide by 10, right? Same, right?
So you just use 1 year.
And then you can buy 10 different color, bro. But
It is
still
true.
add up 1,000, right?
It is true.
It is the most mathematically sound, right?
Yeah. But in a sense also, I would say it boils down to who you trust to handle your property, because property is not just like you want to sell a shoe on Carousel or you want to sell your cap on Carousel. It's half a million,
bro.
to $1 million, you know. So that's someone's savings for the rest of your whole life.
And you're going to be inside there for the rest of your life as well.
Exactly. You want to trust that person in handling that transaction for you smoothly, make sure everything goes well and there's no hiccups or anything, because always remember, if there's any hiccup, for example, if you were to do a normal HDB transaction, okay, $1,000 when you pay for your OTP is actually $1 to 1,000. Usually market rate is 1,000 4,000.
Yep.
Okay, altogether is 5,000. If in between your transaction so-called fuck up, okay, that 5,000 is burned, bro. 5,000 sometimes is people's 2 months pay, and you're losing 3 months already, and you're losing all the possible viewers and everything. So it boils down to credibility. It boils down to people who's willing to fight for your price also. If you go down viewing, you want your representative to be there or not? For example, if you were to hire me as an agent, would you want me to hey, I got viewer, but you just open the door lah. Huh? Or would you like, if I sell for you, it's 2%. If I buy for you, it's 1%. Market rate. I'm not going higher or lower. But the thing is, would you like someone professionally there to bring them around the house, to give them a proper house tour? And then if you see from my videos really how I represent, I usually replicate it.
This content creation you do, right, is free one. No? Nobody's paying you to do it.
Exactly. And then all this, and also the quality of video that I give, the quality of service also I give, right, is part and parcel of the whole project.
It makes sense what you say, like the 199, 1999, right? I think the business model is really more on targeting to sell more,
Quantity.
buy more, quantity, right? Then you
Yeah.
can, I give you my entire day, you know.
Exactly.
Because I just need to deal with you. That's it, full
Yeah.
service.
Full service. You message me at 3 a.m. I wake up at 3 a.m. and I'll make sure I message you also, you know?
I think this is equally as important as like brain surgeon or something. You don't see somebody, hey, can I get like a $500 brain surgeon? I don't think that business model works.
It is true.
But
It is
apparently
true.
people take it more seriously, you know.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah,
if you think about it.
I mean, yes, you know, you will save a lot, but then think about it as also
Peace of mind.
peace of mind, one thing. Also, you know, would you, after selling it, right, do you feel good? Because like, at least if you take professional photos and videos after a nice handover, hey, can I have your video also as a memoir? You know, it's like you will still have that reminiscence of your old house also.
So talking about a numbers game, right? In general, how many viewings must you go in order to close one client? What's your hit rate? I suppose it's quite difficult, right? To be honest.
Yeah, because like I said, all these, you know, I can sell high, sell fast and everything. Okay, yes, it is true to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Depending on where, what's the location, what's the house, how's the condition of the house and everything. The fastest one I sold within 12 hours actually.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. It's like literally I posted and then 2 hours they actually got it from my IG also. And then they said, hey, you know, it's like I want to see, you know, okay. And then I posted on Property Guru also. And within the next 8 hours, I got, I think, a group viewing and one, I think 3 gave offer and I accepted one. And yeah, within 12 hours. And the owner was like, huh, that's all? That's
I think you
all?
make it easy for him, lah.
Yeah.
It's part of the service, man.
It is the quality of video which gain traction and exposure for your house itself.
Right.
So that's not what.
But can't be you film yourself, right? Very hard, do by yourself. Need a team, yeah.
Yeah,
cannot.
I know.
Yeah, I'm here, right? Then my girlfriend at home editing videos, yeah.
Oh, for
Yeah,
real?
dude. How can I be filming and editing? And then our, you know, right now social media is so violent, you know. You need to keep posting,
Yeah, bro,
Yeah,
like-
it's a lot. And then you need to think about the next thing already. And then if you're editing, then who's thinking about the next thing? Busy, man. I'm not selling property, man. I'm trying to make people listen to my MP3 files, bro. That's way more difficult, man. Okay, music fucking sucks. Okay, so maybe this is a property agent tutorial right here, man.
Property agent tutorial.
Yeah. You know, this is the best thing ever, man. I never regretted one day that I started this podcast. Yeah. Every day is like I just bring experts to give me their secrets and their knowledge, man. Wow, it's perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't consider myself an expert. I'm still learning, always learning. You know?
Good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, your content hit me, bro. Hit me, baby, one more time. Yeah. Wow, the videography, man. That's the edge you have over everybody.
That's right,
Yeah. But on a normal day, how would you say the percentage wise, like the effort that you need to put in, like how many viewings you need to go before you like actually lock one person down? Do you have an average?
Okay, I would say I don't have an average. Like I said, you know, if you wanna sell high, because like for me, I'm serving my client, so I need to know what's their next move and also their next move. So that means their exit plan.
Buy and then to
Buy,
sell.
and then how they can sell 5 years later or 10 years later also.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
so maintain the
so
relationship
exit-
also.
Yeah, also because you need to need to build your bond just not there and then. You need to build referrals also, ma.
Oh shit! Client base.
Client base, and then from there, like for you, your music, like you need your regulars also, and that's when they start sharing your music and stuff, you know, and that's when you know you get that traction also. So like for me, if I see my client who wants to sell high, okay, and I manage their expectations first. This is how much I can go maximum for you, but if I can go higher for you, definitely. It all depends on the location, the house,
And also the
everything.
buyer also.
The buyer also, yeah, definitely. I had a client who I sold a 5 room,
Right.
right? in Pasir Ris itself. It's a corridor unit. It's a bit harder for a corridor because usually people like corner units, so you have more privacy.
Oh, right. The one, the window, people can walk past that one.
People
That
walk
one, don't want-
past,
people don't want.
exactly,
Yeah.
because okay, come on, as a Singaporean, when you walk past, you often look inside a bit, right? What they do, or what they eating,
Bloody hell, previously I rented one of that unit, right? I was like renting period with my girlfriend, right? And then fucking hell, the auntie don't know read English, come in the window. Boy, how to read this
No
English?
way.
Bloody Bro, I fucking shameless, just don't care. I just talk to her. I vendor, bro. I vendor at the door. Crazy, man. No wonder people don't want those kind. Insane, bro.
That's cute.
That is fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, so usually corridor unit is a bit harder to sell. But
Yeah.
I managed to sell it. The owner told me, I always ask, do you want to sell fast or do you want to sell high? You got to know what your clients want, If it's a divorce case, you have a time bomb. Within this stipulated time, you need to sell this house. You can't push it too high unless it's a hotspot lah, You have that stipulated time to sell it within that certain price range. For this house, the owner was like, Shafiq, I leave it all to you. I just give you my target price.
Is it the divorce case?
No, this is normal selling.
Normal selling.
Well, I have served divorce cases also, but thank to God, everything went smooth.
Maybe somebody pay more, something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It depends on your court order. So you need to see what are the arrangement lah. But this one is just pure selling because this one is an extra home to my owners lah.
Right.
Yeah. So they say, Shafiq, we totally trust you. You do what you do. All right. So they put the price range at this price, but I managed to sell it 70,000 more.
Whoa!
So I got
7,000 is like 10% more.
Yeah, so
15%
it's like,
more.
Yeah.
And I guess because you get 2%, right? Then it motivates you to also.
Exactly.
But if I get
push.
199,
It's
whatever lah.
lah. Because of that 70k extra, right? They get more cash proceeds because it's all fully paid already, Everything all goes to them cash, And that 70,000 to a person, that's 1 year's pay, leh. You gotta think about it. That's
Crazy, bro. I think with everything, right, the strategy that you employ now, right, it really is akin to a media company. If you see, right, the most violent case I've seen, right, is Duolingo, bro. Do you see their... Do you know Duolingo? The
of
app,
course,
the language learning app, right? The Duolingo mascot is the green color bird, right?
Parrot, right?
Then you come out and beat people, right, until they start learning their language. Bro.
Are you for real?
Yeah, the German one. You go and see the German one, then they got techno rave, everything. Because Germany is like the country of rave, right?
Yeah.
Then the Duolingo DJ and everything. Yeah,
Belgium,
social media,
bro, Belgium. Ooh.
Yeah, wild lah, bro, wild one. So I think with so many brands, right, turning into media company, right, do you think like property and any other company right now, right, should also come into this whole entire media game and turn themselves into a media company?
Oh yeah. There are companies who actually hires media team, actually, yeah. Like the one we talk about just now.
Wendy's also. Do you see Wendy's on Twitter? They scold people, yeah. Hey, if you don't like our burger, right, you can go like somewhere else lousier, aka McDonald's or something like that.
Are you for real?
They whack one, bro. Wendy's violent one. Wendy's is fucking violent one. Then they will tag KFC, all this. Yeah, they are fucking insane one. Yeah.
Which actually create a lot of traction because nowadays
Drama
people,
or sensationalization, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why all this live stream, right? I should speed and shit. Like he's very
Like polarizing.
Yeah. He's so over the top that but him as a person when Green
right?
Apple, he's hey, chill, hey, what's up, man? But then when he's in front of the camera, it's like that persona actually amplifies which people love it lah, In KFC.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, so I think like the brands without this kind of like loudspeaker or microphone will kind of slowly phase out or lose out lah.
True, it is true though.
Yeah, so I think it really seems like the common consensus every single company now has to become a media company. If not, they kind of lose out lah.
Yeah.
So for your style of content, right, do you have any other inspiration? Like you take inspiration from, I think there's this US one, right? What's his name?
Anthony Richpark.
Ah, shit, the one that I see on is another one. Property US. Shit, I need to tell you this.
For me, I always adore Anthony, man. Like because firstly his units are just marvelous. Like
Ryan Serhan.
Oh, Ryan. Oh, okay.
Bro,
Ryan.
that was
Ryan
the biggest, bro.
He has his own Netflix show, right?
Yeah. What
The hell? The Serhan team or something like that.
Wow, that one I never really see.
Bro,
but he's big, man.
Bro, he's actually old.
Huh? Is it? How
But
old
he
is
looks young, bro.
Yeah, he
He's
looks
like,
fucking
I think
young.
like close 50, bro, if I'm not wrong.
He's jacked, man. And he shows his morning routine and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sir.
What is it, 40, 40. Yeah, but fuck, dude, he looks damn good at 40.
Oh shit, okay, he's 40, okay. He looks his age lah. I
Yeah,
thought he was older.
Yeah. But, yeah lor. So he also like a media company also. And I guess that's really where he get the majority of his traction. You know, everybody think that, you know, property agents really word of mouth. But I think the game has kind of changed already.
Yep, it is. It has, in a sense of you don't need to follow. You need to follow through the trend and also how the end users are using now. I
Right.
mean, you don't want to go to Duolingo. You don't want to be beating people up and shit because Duolingo is for everyone. For us, we are catering to those who are 20s and above, those who are getting married,
Late
and
20s,
also late 20s to 50s to 60s, you know. I've seen old pakcits and makcits using TikTok.
Scrolling
man.
TikTok,
Bro!
doom scrolling, yeah.
Yeah,
Crazy,
I was like...
they know the trend before you, yeah.
I know!
Am I outdated? Do I need to do this? Add this in my videos?
I'm not gonna do this dance shit.
I saw your kampong video. Oh, that was like pretty unique.
Oh, true.
Like,
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
still
yeah,
kampong
yeah.
in Singapore.
Yeah. It's
Bloody hell.
it's okay. So this kampong video is actually
Did you manage to sell it or that's just for content?
that was purely for content, bro. You never watch
How
it
do-
properly,
how
right?
do
Not
you,
for
like-
sale, bro.
Yeah, but how do you like contact this person? How do you find this person? And then when I see you like, hey, this is a marvelous table, I'm like, are you kidding me?
So backstory is I had a good friend. He directed this advertisement, and we actually wanted to shoot it in JB, but then he was like, "Hey, man, like, nah, mind. Let's shoot it in Singapore." And I was like, "Yeah, why not just shoot it in Singapore? It's Lorong Buangkok, where the last kampong is actually." And he was like, "Oh, let's go." And we had an awesome producer lah. He contacted everyone, and we got the whole kampong area. And we started shooting there. And then after finished shooting, I was with my fiancée lah. And I was like, when I was driving out of kampong, I don't know why, but I feel like doing a content there. You know, it's a
Tour.
yeah, because we are there already, you know, like, we won't come there again, you know. Like, why not? Bro, I was at the exit way already, you know. Bro, I reversed back, bro, all the way. Reverse all the way in. And then I just took out and I was like, all right, baby, hold the camera, just shoot whatever I'm gonna say. The owner was still there. The owner is damn cute. The owner is Auntie Mi Hong, and she's this all. And every time I ask her a question, bro, she no link one.
Yeah.
I asked her, oh, Auntie, how long have you stayed here? Hey, no, how long is this? Hey, sorry. I asked her, Auntie, how much is the price of the kampong? Oh, she's like, oh yeah, I live here for 70 years already. No links, yeah.
But she agreed to the shoot lah.
Yeah, she agreed. She agreed. I just said, I want to shoot just some content. And she happy for it.
But when you have the kampong, you own the land, right?
Yeah.
So unlike HDB, where it's technically the government loan you that building for 99 years.
99 years, yeah.
Wow, damn.
Yeah.
So that one could be very valuable, you know.
Yo, bro, she got offered like 7 digits, bro. Like
7 digits is what?
Millions. And I'm not saying million, millions.
Like 1 to 9 million. Oh.
She got offered, and she owns 3 of the houses there.
What? But she preferred to keep it real, bro. Take it back to the old school.
And I was like,
Straight out of Bangkok, bro.
Auntie Mi Hong, nah, my name card. If.
Bro, I don't know whether she know what you're saying.
No, but she speaks very fluent Malay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I mean, that's her first and only language, right?
I don't know, she can speak Chinese also.
Oh, what?
And can she speak English? Yeah? Not so, right? English, yeah. Malay and Chinese. Yeah, because back then,
The village is all, you know.
Yeah, they are more like the...
Kampong spirit, coast
Kampung
right?
is Malay and Chinese lah, usually. If you are Chinese, it's Malay and Chinese. You need to learn Malay, ma.
Yeah, even my
Yeah.
grandmother also speak Malay,
Yeah.
right?
Hey, but you're not Baba, right?
100%, bro. Yeah.
100% Chinese, yeah, lah.
Yeah.
But you learn Malay to go to the market and stuff, you know. It's a everyday lifestyle last time lah.
Yeah, exactly. And then what is okay, this one is like from kampong, right, to what is the weirdest request you have from a buyer? Do you have any that you can reveal to us? Like this one must like the toilet must have bidet or something.
Yo, bro.
Wow, you like
Bro, rabak.
preparing some fucked up shit right now, man.
Bro, this is rabak, bro. So I was selling this 5-room
Yeah.
in 10 minutes, right? Okay. And then this buyer said, hey, you know, I want to view your house. Yeah, I said the normal things like, oh, okay, HFE is a HDB lah, okay?
Yeah.
So to buy a HDB, you need a HFE, okay?
Yeah.
Which is HDB flat eligibility, which comes
the
with your
letter.
loan, your grants, and also your flat eligibility lah. Okay, have you done it? And she was like, oh yeah, but my son will send you. My son will send you. And I was like, why? You want to buy, but why is your son sending me? And oh, my son do. Okay. And I was like, okay, auntie, you just show me when I meet you, okay? Later, they show. So we went on with the viewing and stuff, you know, and everything. And then and I kept asking, auntie, can I see your HFE? Oh, my son on a meeting. Later, I call you. Later he will call me. And I was like, okay lah. So I just keep a close eye on him.
Because if no
on her.
HFE, don't need viewing also, right?
Exactly, you know. But some people, they don't know. Some people, they just, oh, can I just view for fun? Boy, you think what? My time.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay lah. So we viewed the house, everything, you know. You know the best thing, you know. She's like, okay, wow, she come all, Chanel, espadrilles, Goyard handbag.
Who, the auntie?
And the auntie, yeah. And I was like, okay lah, maybe this auntie got money. Then she kept on saying, oh, you know, I live at this condo at Sengkang lah. Then she showed the tap card.
Oh.
I was like, oh, okay lah, maybe downgrading lah. Okay. But I keep asking, where's your HFE? Like, oh, my son will message. Okay lah. So I just kept a close eye lah, because it's my owner's flat. The one, you know, firstly, you're bringing a stranger to your owner's land, your owner's flat, you know. So you gotta be vigilant. So after that, right, after everything done already, she's like, oh, actually the house and everything, blah, blah. Everything happened, done, okay? 2 days later, so I message, hi, the next day I asked, HIP, got? Bro, one tick, bro. Okay, never mind, just keep quiet. 2 days later, done already, any offers for the house? And then she was like, sorry, I went to Mua last minute. I'm stuck here lah. Can you give me $100 or not? Transfer me $100. Mua, MUAR. I'm stuck at Malaysia lah. Can you transfer me $100 because I'm stuck here. I don't know how to go back. What the fuck?
That's why I think your customer service too good already. Everybody think you are their friend already.
Yeah, boy. I was like,
cannot lah you. Already.
Then after that, I see this message. I straight away ask my fiancé, how? What you think? Scam. Confirm scam.
But they took 1 whole day and spent 1 whole day with you.
Yeah. And then I messaged back, I'm sorry, I'm going to make a police report, everything, blah, 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 this. And then straight away, I'm blocked.
Oh, I thought send you HFE now. Fucking hell.
Oh, this is actually my HFE.
Hey, it's a punk, bro. Oh, shit. Wow, I don't know how to turn back from that later. I don't know, man. Wow.
But yeah lah, it's actually
oh fuck, man. That's a
what? Which one? For what?
Got another person asked to borrow from him money.
Which one? Oh, okay. So wait, that one's still new, so it's still brewing. Let me see whether it's true or not. Yeah, that one's still brewing. Yeah,
wow, dude, every week got some crazy shit, bro. Wow,
it's
not easy to earn, man, money.
Yeah. Okay, so a lot of people have this conceptualization.
According to my engineer English, you know, in engineering school, you can spelling mistake everything, but it's still correct.
Are you for real?
Yeah, it doesn't matter because it's the formula and the concept that is right. You describe wrongly, doesn't matter.
True. Okay. Okay, so according to my conceptualization, right?
Yeah.
Because I sometimes do face this kind of when people always say, right, hey, you know, wow, housing agent earn a lot, wow, their lives typically, you know, like this. But guys, this is all just surface, you know, because we gotta show that what is so-called like nice for people to see, what is nice for people to view, you know.
I think because you are selling like 6-figure product, right?
Yes.
Like you know the Chanel shop people,
exactly.
They dress differently from the donut shop people.
Exactly.
Right.
But yeah, it is true. Yeah, that is just another story. But it's like always remember we work for our value lah. So it's more of like the quality over quantity lah, in a sense.
Okay, then let's move on to previously what you did and what I know you for lah, which is entertainment videography. Why did you choose to transition into real estate?
Okay. Did you know that it took me 4 years, bro?
I mean, you need to learn the license and everything, alright?
Bro, there are people who pass within the first time.
First time is like 1 year.
No, bro.
Go take the exam straight away, pass.
Go take exam, pass.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so you go for the course first, like maybe 2-3 months, and then first time pass,
That is insane. So it's
Yeah.
like driving.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It took me 4 years because back then, when I was trying it out, it was NTUC, bro. Like literally, NTUC was the one who was so-called in charge of the real estate exams. So we need to go to NTUC building, go there, take queue number, and then just buy. Okay, you got a slot for real estate. And then like for me, I just buy exam, but then when the exam come, right? Alamak, I'm working on that weekend, my wedding. I'm like, okay lah, I can try next time lah, I can try. So like I didn't take it too seriously until COVID hit, bro.
Okay, like COVID is like the great reset, right?
Bro, COVID hit, right? And then from like last time,
A lot of weddings to no wedding.
to zero. And then like Expo last time, the real estate exams, right, could hold around 10,000 people, bro. And then COVID happened. Bro, it shrunk down all the way to 2,000 plus to 3,000 plus only
To take the exam.
to take the exam, bro. It's fucking getting a Travis Scott shoe, bro. So,
Tough times.
yeah. Imagine me trying to ballot, and then when I get it, and you feel, and I was like, fuck. And it took me 4 years to get this license.
Yeah.
And then why I actually transited was because I was prior to real estate, I was in the media industry for 18 years.
Yeah.
So after my diploma, I jumped into it because of passion lah. I love how you can reenact and you can recreate things from your own ideas. And then like how I did for you, Hanif and HD, it's like all these skits, and I love it because if you create for your friends, you have the liberty to create your own style plus your friends' nonsense. And then it becomes like something. It's like Powerpuff Girl, bro. It's like sugar, spice, and nonsense. Everything is just poof. Oh shit! Like everything. It becomes nice. So the transition was also because of I found my calling lah. I took my 18 years of media
Experience and
expertise
know-how.
and experience to push up my real estate.
Elevate your branding.
Yeah. I was like, you want, and also for a better earnings also lah.
Yeah.
So in that sense, like we have always been freelancers most of the time lah, you know, and you know how freelancers in Singapore, we are just a small pool.
Yeah.
We are just a small pool. So we need to do our best to get the best, outcome lah. In a sense,
And the rising cost of Singapore, I guess, push you into that conclusion of transiting from media to real estate.
I always knew that, because it's either, there's always this stigma, financial advisor or real estate agent, like that kind of thing.
I did a podcast with a lawyer. They said that when he's young, right, then the parents say, you either be a doctor, lawyer, engineer, or failure.
True.
Fuck.
But hey, to be a lawyer is one big task because
crazy, bro.
Because theoretically you need to be up there also, But like for me, I'm more creative. I think you're more creative also. No, you're technical, bro. You're not creative. You're creative also, like technical.
Somebody just told me this, right? Fucking crazy. Doing music, right, is like slavery with extra steps.
It is true, though.
Dude, you really need to do shit for free. Hey, one show is gonna change my life, man. Yeah.
You just need one breakthrough.
Just one show, bro. And one show lasts 16, 20 years, bro.
But it's true. But I think on my side is more of for me. I'm a workaholic. It's like I like to work to get the result. So that's why I see myself in real estate because like why I chose real estate is because I believe in selling things that people need.
Yeah.
You know, especially in Singapore, bro. It's like if it's in Dubai, it's a bit different. In Singapore, getting someone a shelter over their head and also to have a proper consultant and advisor to get that shelter, properly over your head is very important.
I also have a friend, right, who has like a similar background as you. He was like a film director, filmmaker, and everything, right? And then you know what? He decided to do something else to earn money. And then, right, eventually when he secured enough funds, right, he also wants to go back to filmmaking because he understands like the filmmaking industry, right? There's only one Christopher Nolan, one James Cameron, right? And they are in an industry where you pump in a lot of money to potentially earn a lot of money or lose a lot of money. There is like no space for people that is like low to medium budget lah.
True.
So is that quite similar to what you are thinking of?
All right. Truthfully, like film has always been very close to my heart.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm actually very blessed to have very close friends who are still in the industry. So whenever they need my help, I will be willingly to just help. You know,
Nice.
just,
So still keep yourself involved.
yeah. Because hey, bro, if you're passionate, if you're passionate about something, you will never lose that fire.
Yeah.
You know? If back then you like to play chapte, you watch
Chapte, bro. I don't think many people know what chapte is. But yeah, I get the reference, man. Fucking pain, bro. Yeah. I know pain, bro.
And then they must stack, bro. They must stack.
Yeah.
Stack then the feather like this. Yeah. But truthfully, one I would love, because like I grew up with this bunch of friends. We call ourselves love freaks. You know, and these are all my Hougang boys. I used to
Your Russo brothers, bro.
my Russo brothers actually.
Goddamn.
And then if we combine income to do a film together professionally and with a proper script, right? I would actually invest and do it also. It's because there's so much talent that people don't know.
Yes.
And I would say, it would be fun. It would be a fun
like when I
project.
watch those like behind the scenes Dune or this, wow, I want to cry. So like, wow, like the fuck, like the technicality. One stupid ass camera they can do until so many add this, add that, until become like that, and then just for one small little 5-second shot or something. Yeah,
bro. Sorry, I actually worked on a drama. Bro, we set up the whole entire. It was in a hospital. The whole entire scene for almost 8 hours, bro, for a 10-second shot.
Wow. What was the difficulty?
From day to night, okay, and then from night to day.
Also, it's like the person like thinking or something.
It was just more of a transition shot. Yeah, and it was, bro, for a 10-second shot. When I saw it, I was like, yo, but it's like to be working with that kind of caliber is just like crazy.
That's why when you go to a movie, right, the part where nobody notices it, you'll be like, wow! Creative things, music producer, cinematographer, all same lah.
Yeah, it is. Like, when you hear the drop, and like, yo, yeah. BPM is right. Yeah.
And then you also have this side hustle. I don't know, is it side hustle or main thing? Is AIDU Wedding, right? So this is like something way before the property thing that you're doing.
Yeah. AIDU Weddings. Yes, I actually had that.
It's very closely related to the filmmaking thing, alright?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that actually started almost 10 years ago, actually, and it's actually a company close to my heart because I started that company when I saw a niche in the wedding industry, cinematography side. And when I started it, I'm actually very grateful for my friends who are entrusting me with their special days. Fake, I know you just started, but I trust your eye. And then, when I shoot it and all my boys shoot it, right? And it's actually a wedding cinematography team. So like this, if you want photo or video, AIDU Weddings is the way to go lah.
Right.
Because ever since it has been in the market, it's like people love the way we shoot and also the way we so-called capture the emotions of the.
You make it like a movie.
Yeah,
Right.
in a sense, yeah. So I'm actually very blessed to have clients from there, and there are clients who are returning to me as property clients also.
Wow, dude, your ecosystem, man.
Bro, butterfly is
Yo, I recently came across this, right? The Disney flywheel. I think you should go check it out, right?
Okay, Disney flywheel.
So Disney, Walt Disney, right, created a chart lah. It's like, okay, I start with my Walt Disney movies, right? And how can I make a business out of it? So he has Walt Disney and then link to like merch and then link to Disneyland, and then Disneyland will use the rights to promote the movie, and then it's like back and forth, so I think
ecosystem.
yeah, it's like like an ecosystem like that. So I think that's your cinematography skill to the wedding to the property, you are slowly forming your web, in that sense.
True, and the best thing, right? Like my partner, she does ID.
Oh my god, that's the fourth piece of the puzzle.
Yes.
Oh fuck, bro. I bet this is not even like planned, It just happened.
Zara. Dior Zara.
Yeah, just fucking link everything below. Yeah, but I don't even think you like purposely plan for it, It's just you just like it and it just happen.
Yeah,
Find a way to make it work.
The funniest part is
That is insane, bro.
I actually dated her 18 years ago, bro.
What? This is your first
What?
first girlfriend?
Yeah, like she was my crush,
Wow,
And
this is a Nash D story, man. What the fuck?
Nash D,
yeah, Nash D, right? Same one, right?
Oh,
18
shit.
years first girlfriend.
Are you for real?
Yeah lah.
Yeah. So then after that, like when
That is insane, bro. That is fucking insane.
reconnected back, right? Then she was like, "So what are you doing now?" Then she was like, "I'm an interior designer." Then I was like, "Cutting." I was like, "Oh, okay."
That is crazy. Yeah, when they
the
happen,
circle.
So, I guess you guys are the special case, but with global population decline, right? You can tell people are not really willing to get married or be attached or give birth, right? Because of rising costs and all the different social factors.
Yeah.
Like, I think also another factor is I watched this Diary of a CEO. They're also saying that women are not so willing to get pregnant because it affects their work, and some women, actually increasing amount of women, are now more career driven.
Yeah.
They don't want to be have a roadblock. They just want to go rise to the top like a
All
man.
the way through.
So does it kind of affect this wedding business thing now?
Truthfully, because all these, I would say, like those independent women and all those single ones, they are not that much of a population. Like they are not that much of a.
Or like a small percentage?
It's a small percentage.
Yeah,
It's a small
right.
percentage. But I mean, eventually also, right? Along the way, being independent and stuff, they will meet someone, and then they'll fall in love and everything. So the whole cycle starts back. So it doesn't really affect us because, like, in a sense, people are still getting married, especially after COVID. It's like when everything's all back to normal and stuff. So everyone's getting married. Come on, like Singapore population is what, 6 to 7 million now, right? Like there are, you just give a 50,000 population who's getting married lah. All right, that's every week. There's a good, like, what,
50,000 divided by 7.
that's a good number still lah. It's not really affecting us, but I would say
Is it like competition not too fierce? Don't really have a lot of people like you. That's
Yeah.
probably also why.
no, but there are definitely competition in the sense of there are new uprising companies.
Pricing
Yeah,
war.
pricing war. There's also reputable wars also lah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right,
So I would say, because my company has been there for almost 10 years also, but we are amongst them. But because of me taking a step back for the past 3 years, right, because of my real estate and stuff, I'm just pushing back to where we are going back. So it's
Recently
like,
only.
Yeah, recently only.
Then who's running it meanwhile?
There's a team manager lah. There's a team manager.
like
But I'm trying my best, to really
Cannot juggle, yeah. Crazy, man.
to really select someone who's
Yeah.
really responsible. It's like a warrior who can work as high capability as you.
Yeah.
Also, I think all entrepreneurs will know to hire staff is one of the hardest things. To know someone who's willing to go on to your level, is the hardest thing.
Recently, I did a podcast with Gen Z, and then they have this. I work this company 1 year, then I jump to the next company, earn 10%, jump, earn 10%.
Exactly,
So how
bro.
do you even find someone like that can understand the intricate inner workings, right, of your company? Very difficult. The
And
person
be
need,
loyal.
the person
that's
need to be there 3-4 years to figure out everything, right?
Exactly,
Then
bro.
how like that? Cannot already, right?
That's why I say, bro, the Gen Z and Gen A now, it's a different ball game. It's a different ball
Must
game.
hire people our age, I think. No, really no choice.
Our age now, they are not looking for stability already, you know? So they are
The hunger.
there's no hunger.
Right.
So you need that Saigon warrior to come out of nowhere one. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
every generation have that. It seems, over the years you have really evolved so many times, right? Would you say selling property is like your final pit stop?
I would say, okay, whatever it is, evolving yourself is never a pit stop, all right?
Yep.
Retiring is a pit stop, you know? And I would say real estate is actually definitely my stronghold. It took me 4 years to get there. And I've appreciated especially my colleagues from SRD. I'm actually very thankful to my mentor, Sofian Roslan. He's actually one of the big guys in the area, actually. He's the one that actually got me into this industry and guided me throughout. And I would say that my final pit stop would be retiring after this, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, so like I actually talked to my partner, my future partner, and there we have already planned out what we should do and stuff. And
Like what, soon retire or 50-year-old retire kind of thing?
would be definitely like, I wouldn't say it out the timeline, but I would definitely retire comfortably lah. That's why I would definitely go out strong now. I would want to retire young also, definitely, and do more things with my family. Truthfully, if I want to retire, I want to retire to a nice place. I want to rear horses, bro. I want to get a horse.
That means not in Singapore.
And also, I want like my future kids to be running freely and just be them, and also I want to travel the world with my wife lah, definitely. And yeah, so you kind of know where we're going lah.
Freedom and financial freedom, basically.
Yeah, financial freedom.
You need
Definitely.
to have some form of generating income while you're still alive, but passively in a way.
It is true. And greed is part of human nature, but we need to know when to stop
Yep.
that greed, So it's like when to know it's enough and, just enjoy life as it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you also have a number in your head. Hey, we've worked this hard. Bro, you have this podcast like 120 plus. Bro, it's like salute, bro. It's like 120 is a lot, bro. I definitely wish the best for you. Like I've known you for like more than a decade.
Yeah.
I would definitely wish the best for you and also your future family. And like I know that you would. Knowing you, bro, like you would rather retire comfortably and just simple.
Japanese philosophy. They don't retire. They just keep working. Always like 90-year-old uncle. Bloody working. Yeah. But I think maybe if you work what you like, then it's technically considered not really working a day lah.
It's part of your life.
Yeah,
it's part of
your life.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, thank you so much for today, man. Amazing. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, bro.